We're gonna start just by shuffling our feet and keeping our hands up. Start rolling your shoulders out. Nice light forwards rolls. We'll get moving. If you're feeling comfy with that, keep shuffling. Get the shoulders rolling backwards. Some mobility going. Feeling good with that, stick those arms out. Start circling those arms. Gradually making bigger arm circles. Just nice, loosen off. Hopefully your arms don't fall off. I've already had to reattach one. Nice big backward circles. And gradually bringing those in nice and close. Nicely done. From here, running knees high. Hopefully you don't have neighbors below you. They might deal with it, I guess. It's only 4 o'clock. Leaning forwards, getting those legs up behind you. And finally, foot checks. Running feet going to your knees. Nicely done. Shake those legs out a little bit. Shake the arms out. From there, I want you guys to start sinking into a horse stance. Get those feet wider than shoulder width. And start just bouncing up and down in your horse stance. Knees should be over your feet, feet pointing forwards. And as you start getting used to this, your legs start warming up. So you can sink lower so you get your legs kind of parallel to the ground. As you start getting lower, just hold it. If your legs are burning, brilliant. If not, go lower. As you feel the need to cry, start moving back and forth over your feet, getting those ankles going, getting the knees going, and keeping your hips in a place of absolute agony, working out. Oh, I love that burn. Shaking those legs out from here. Rhythm, sing. Stepping glides. Once again, come moving forwards. Front leg steps, back leg follows. Back leg steps, front leg follows. Forwards, backwards. Lift and push, lift and push. Forwards and backwards. Keeping that stance as even as possible, not letting it step together, keeping them on like either side of a train track. From here, left and right, same thing. Lift the left, push off the right. Lift the right, push off the left. Step and glide left and right. Try and keep that same position. Every time you land in that stance, you land in the stance, you're there, you're solid. Forwards, backwards, left, right. Forwards, backwards, left, right. One more time. Nicely done. All right, find a wall, find a chair, something preferably that will not move. You're actually gonna go to the wall, hands on the wall. We're just gonna start with like nice light wall push-ups. You start elbows down, just dipping down and back up. If you're feeling comfy with that, you're gonna back up from the wall now and get your hands lower on the wall. Okay, now we're gonna work on our core stability bit. So keep walking your hands down the wall. If you don't wanna use a wall for this, you're gonna go to your plank and you're just gonna walk your hands out in front of you nice and slow. And you're gonna see how far you can get without collapsing, and then walk your hands back in. On the wall, hands there, and walk down. Step the feet back. Walk down, step the feet back. Plank or on the wall. Oh, let's get all the way down. Hold it there. Suffer a little bit and start working your way back up. Oh, shaking that out. I love that. I hate it. I love it. Both, really. From here. Kima just say, high back stance. Chumbe. Hand slap, foot check happens. We're stepping out nice and long. Most of our weight's over the back leg. Front leg is just lightly bent. Front foot pointing forwards. Back foot pointing off to the side. Hips rolled up underneath. Back nice and straight. And sink nice and low in that stance. From here, you're going to push with the weight to your front leg. Turn the hip, turn the back foot. You're in your bow stance. Once again, sinking nice and low. Back leg is straight. Back foot forwards. Shoulders nice and square. And hold it. And shift back to your high back stance. Keep those hips rolled underneath you. Once again, if you're feeling the burn, brilliant. Shift one more time. I say once more, it's gonna be more than that. Haha. Bow stance. Good, one more set. High back stance, shift that foot back again. Weights over the back leg, hips rolled underneath, back nice and straight. And bow stance. Back leg nice and straight, front leg nice and bent this time, back straight, hips rolled. Whew. Shake those legs out a little bit, get some blood flowing again, and then the other side. If you were right leg back before, you're now left leg back, and vice versa. Back leg should be pointing out, front foot pointing forwards, sink down with that, hold that stance. Good, shift that weight forwards, straighten the back leg, turn that foot forwards, and hold that position. Good, shift again, back to that high back stance. Keep that weight nice and low. Keep your hips rolled underneath, back nice and straight. Back to bow stance, shift. Push the hips forwards, back leg straight. Feel the legs stretching, burning, crying. All of these are good things, I think. One more time, high back stance. And shift back forwards, bow stance. Really push it so you're facing right forwards. Whew. Nicely done, shake those legs out. Those are the 3 basic stances for patterns, which we're gonna get to like a cell form again later. Shaking those legs, shaking those hands out. Roll back, jump it. This is just your basic broken bow stance again. Step and glide forwards, back, left, and right. As we do this now, step and glide forwards, jab. Forward momentum, forward moving punch. Step and glide back, weights on the back leg, throw a big cross. Step and glide forwards, jab. Step and glide back, cross. Step and glide jab, step back, cross. Boom. Left and right, step and glide left, wait for the leg to set, hook. Step and glide right, wait for the leg to set, uppercut. Left, set, hook, right, set, uppercut. Set the weight, then strike, set the weight, strike. All 4, step and glide forwards, jab, back, cross, left, hook, right, uppercut, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. One more time, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. These movements can be like you can do anything with them. Step and glide forwards, cross palm bar, add an elbow, step and glide back, throw a kick. Step and glide left, slip, hook, uppercut, cross, hook. Step and glide right, duck and weave, uppercut, hook. Watch where your weight's going. As I step and glide left, I know my weight's here. I added a slip to get my head out of the way. I can do an uppercut, a hook, I can throw a kick off that leg. Look at where your weight is and see what you can do off that leg. This is a really good way to practice some shadow sparring at home. Move and hit, move and block, move and hit, move and block, move and block. Make a pattern, break the pattern, lots of fun stuff. Awesome. Gonna go on our backs, side break pull, back break pull, or just like collapse on the ground, whatever suits you. And we're gonna hold iron cross. Sitting on the ground, legs out in front, hands out, back as straight as possible. You're gonna straighten those legs. If you need something a little more interesting, you're gonna lift your legs, lower your legs, lower your back, lift your back. You're basically doing a segmented V sit-up. If you're not feeling that, just do regular sit-ups or regular V sit-ups, wherever you're at. Otherwise, move the back first, move the legs second, and try not to rock back and forth. You want that little bit of a pause in between each time. Nicely done. Standing up and brother back. Awesome. All right, we're gonna look at some moving and blocking. So we're gonna start with our duck and weaves. Duck and weave to the back leg, cross, hook, uppercut. Looks pretty familiar. Duck and weave to the front leg. Weights on the front leg. So we're gonna go hook, cross, hook. Very similar to what instructor Brad does. Duck and weave to the back leg, cross, hook, uppercut. Duck and weave to the front leg, hook, cross, hook. Nicely done. Duck and weave, cross, hook, uppercut. Duck and weave, hook, cross, hook. Really see the weight shift. As you move, And as you strike, your head should be mobile the entire time, as much as possible. Nicely done. Same thing, but with slipping. My feet stay still, but I'm moving my head, I'm moving my hips to get everything out of the way. My weight still shifts, so if I'm on the back leg, back, cross, hook, cross. Shift to the front leg, pop, hook, cross, hook. Back leg, cross, hook, cross. Front leg, hook, cross, hook. Back leg, cross, hook, cross. Front leg, hook, cross, hook. Really good drills to practice with a mirror, with a string or something on the ground in front of you so you can see yourself moving off that line. Really helpful for making sure that that punch towards your face doesn't actually land on your face. Knock on wood. We'll see what happens. Awesome. We're going to work on pattern 1 in cell form. What this is going to look like is instead of our big stances, we're focusing on the footwork, but everything is a very small, very slight stance. Ready? Pattern number 1 advance. Tumbe. Arms across, flower block together, and strike. Hanabul set. Curl fists. Arms across. Your left leg is going to swing up and through. Whoop. Cell form. Back fist. Elbow. You're going to go to your left. I'm assuming that's to the opposite of the camera, but I can't see you guys, so I have no idea. So do this thing for your left. Look there. Hands go up. Step. Double O knife. Next count, you're going to step with the right leg and punch. Next count, step with the left leg and punch. Nicely done. Next count, we look. Hands go up to where we're facing. We step to our looking spot. Double O knife. Left leg is back, so I step left, punch left. Step right, punch right. Here's where things get weird. You're going to look over your right shoulder. Your hands go to your right. Your left leg steps behind all the way through, not just like partially, but you're drawing a line through your stance all the way past. You turn the long way around and double O knife. Stepping away from whatever you're watching, right step, right punch. Once again, look to the right, arms to the right, left leg steps behind all the way through, turn the long way around, double O knife. Step right, punch right, nice. From here, your right leg steps directly to your camera, your TV, whatever you're facing. And we finally end left step, left punch, and finish. If that was incredibly confusing, join the club. This is pattern with a camera is really interesting, so I'm curious to see how it works out. Let's do it one more time and see if we can break fewer minds this time. Pattern number 1 advance. Tumbe, hands up. Cross, out, together, strike. Hanabul set, curl, arms across, your left leg swings, nice and small stance, back fist, elbow. This is our horse stance, eventually. Hana, we look to the left, set, double O knife. Do, step right, punch right. This would be a bow stance. Set, step left, punch left. Net, look behind, double O knife. This would be our high back stance. Pulse, step left, punch left. Yos, step right, punch right. All right, this is where you pull your hair out. Ergo, look behind over that shoulder, arms to the right. Left leg steps behind, turn the long way around, double O knife. Yaro, step right, punch right. Up, pull your hair out again, left leg all the way behind, step all the way through, double O knife. Yo, step right, punch right. Yohana, you're going to step with your right directly to the front, double O knife. And you'll do step and punch. Nicely done, and finish. Awesome, shaking out those legs. I'm sure I'm gonna get a whole lot of email complaints about how confusing pattern is, but like, we're working on videos. They should be up, so hopefully that's clear. From here, choose your ever trusty spoon, ladle, stick, whatever you have that hopefully isn't a shower curtain or something that will knock out lights. Always use the Wii Remote rule. If you can throw it out of your hand to make sure it can't hit anything valuable. Or get wrist straps, either or. We're gonna start with the 9 angles. Just the first 4 to begin with. You're gonna create an X across your body. Your stick's in your dominant hand. The same leg is in front. You're going from that shoulder to the opposite hip, flip it over, and back. Angles 1 and 2. Punch it out, same shoulder, opposite hip, 1, and back, 2. Same hip to opposite shoulder, 3 and 4. This is now the X. Angle 1, flip, 2, flip, 3, flip, 4. Nice. Going from there, angle 1, across, flip, 2, back, 3, up, 4, back, 5, step and stab. That's a thing now. Great. From there, 1, same to opposite, 2, back, 3, same to opposite, 4, back. Poke them with 5, set it to that same side, across for 6, flip it over, back for 7. Awesome, almost there. 2 more. 1, flip, 2, bring it down, 3, flip, 4, poke, 5, set to the same side, 6, flip, 7, set it high, you drop down, 8, set it like an uppercut, 9, and just because we're here, abanicos. As I turn my body to the right, the stick overturns and hits. As I turn my body to the left, the stick overturns and hits. And this is meant to be a bounce. As you hit something, tick, it goes to the other side, hoping to get around the block, then deliver that big, powerful strike. Let's go through that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, abanico strikes. Nicely done. We're going to come back to that with some blocking. What I want to see right now, we're going to do, well, I see the camera. What I'm hoping to see, envision, imagine, is you guys doing your step and glides now. We're going to mess with it. We're going to throw in some random blocks, some random kicks, and we're just going to make it up. So, like, if you want, throw your own random stuff in there. So step and glide, elbow 8, step and glide back, uppercut, shift back, step and glide to the right, throw a point kick, step and glide to the right, point kick through, who knows. Make something up, but I want you to move with a step and glide, apply some kind of striking combination. You can have some blocking in there. Make sure you're blocking towards where your weight's going or where you envision a strike coming from. Somebody's throwing a point kick here. I'm not going to stay here and block it. This is the power zone. I want to jam it so that I prevent them from getting there, or I want to get away from it when I block it so that I'm not receiving that full power. So step and block, set and strike. Step and block, strike. Step forwards to that wing cover, uppercut. Shift and back with that wing cover, uppercut and strike. Something you can do at home. It's a really good way to just build. Move, hit, hit, hit. And, you know, building up flow. If you feel ridiculous to begin with, awesome. That's like the best starting point. We'll go 2 more minutes, 1 more minute. Step and glide. Add some striking. Step back. Step forwards again. Throw a block. Throw some striking. Step back. Flow some blocking to striking. Step to the left. Throw a kick maybe. Step to the right. Block. Elbow. Strike. Strike. Kick. Keep stepping. Keep blocking. Random stuff to just mess with at home. If you need to, step and glide jab. Step back. Cross. Step left. Hook. Step right. Uppercut. And just start there to build up. Maybe step and glide jab, cross, step back, cross, uppercut, and just make it up from there. Awesome. Really quickly, we're going to come back to stick, spoon, ladle, whatever you're using. We're going to do a little bit of blocking. Taking your live hand, this is your other hand. You're going to do a wing cover. Bicep is right to my temple. Arm is angled. If it's right across my head, I'm going to have a bad time. I want lots of angle. Where this live hand is, my stick goes to. If I'm here, I'm losing my hand and my head. Not a fun time. I want it to cover my head. As I do this now, I step away from the block here. Step and block. Step and block. As I step and block now, I square up and strike. Rooftop block. Step, square up, strike. Step, square up, strike. Step, square up, strike. Having this footwork is so important because it helps you get away. It helps you line up again and add in that strike. This can be an 8, this can be a 1, this can be a 6, anything from this side. If we want to go the other way, the live hand stays up to protect our face. The stick's going to rest on the shoulder and it shoots up the other way. The block's going that way, so we got to step this way. My other leg steps. This is my wing cover. Hand is up, rest the stick, shoot it up, tuck my head. You can see my head here. I'm getting part of it locked off. I want to tuck it, step out of the way, square up, and hit. Ready, wing cover, step, square up, hit. Step, square up, hit. Let's do both now, alternating. Rooftop, square, strike. Wing cover, square, strike. Roof, square, strike. Wing cover, square, strike. Lots of things to work on just with the basic footwork, blocking, and then adding a counter. This is really good. Once again, the ladle, the spoon, hopefully not your kitchen knives, but something that gives you the idea of my hand position as I go through. Nicely done, everybody. Let's bow out and go through quick coach's corner. Ready. Choke. Get it. Ready. Makto 준비. Makto 시작. Makto 바로. Choke. Get it. Ready. Awesome. Today I've got two quick stories for you guys. One that I heard like a long time ago from one of Instructor Chris's Coach's Corners. Another one from, I think, the Discovery Channel. Weird place, but it was actually a pretty cool story. The story from Instructor Chris. I don't have any primary sources. I don't know how true or untrue it is, but it's a really cool story. Way back when, I believe this was in New York, in just like a small community park, there was a bunch of kids that always came out and played. There was an old man that was very friendly and a very well-known person to the community, was well-loved, and either his grandkids didn't live in the city or didn't have grandkids, but he kind of became an adopted grandfather to these kids. Super loving and super supportive, and just loved being around these kids and telling them stories. There was one point in time where there's a construction site near this playground, and they had a bunch of the concrete pilings, the big steel tubes that help support the concrete in the ground. And there was a big storm overnight, tons of rain, tons of wind. And everybody shows up the next day, it's sunny, there's some branches and leaves around, but all in all, like everything survives. The kids start playing in the park. And the grandfather, the old man, is sitting there on the bench watching them, having a good time, listening to their laughter, and just being in the sun. One of the cables holding the piling snaps, and these pilings start rolling away. And a bunch of kids get out of the way, and one could not, and gets squished underneath one of these pilings. The ground's super soft and muddy, so they're okay. This old man springs out of the bench, runs to this piling, and lifts it up just long enough for this kid to squirm out from underneath, drops it, and collapses on the ground. Emergency crews show up. They're tending to the old man, load him on a stretcher, wheel him off to the hospital. Everybody else is okay. Between, I think I heard 20 firefighters, police officers, EMS people, they couldn't move the piling back. They had to get a crane to restack them. And they thought there was no way this old man could have moved this thing, and lifted it. And they did x-rays on his back later and found it actually compressed kind of the logical amount for the amount of weight he was lifting. It's kind of nuts. What I like to take from this story is when we're presented with times where like we absolutely have to do something, we are extremely capable. We have so much strength locked away from when we really need it. It's kind of nuts. And it's something to keep in mind that we are capable. We're able to get through a whole lot. And some days where we just are not feeling like it, we can keep reminding ourselves that somewhere there's going to be energy, and we'll give ourselves a chance to rest later and hopefully be able to push through to what we need to do. Last story was a gentleman working, I believe it was an African research and basically a parks area where they were watching the endangered species. And he's in this, like a small powered glider of sorts. I know it's a bit of an oxymoron, but he's flying over to keep track of where some of the animal herds are moving, and the engine fails, and he crashes in the middle of the park. He smells burning fuel as he hits the ground, or he smells the fuel leaking, so he knows he's got to get away from the aircraft. So he's crawling away, his legs aren't working, and he gets away from the aircraft and realizes he's forgotten his medical supplies, he's forgotten his first aid, and his radio. So he crawls back to the aircraft, grabs everything, gets back, and survives 2 days and 3 nights, or 2 nights, 2 days, with 2 broken legs, and somehow was able to crawl back and forth between the aircraft, put up with the pain for the long time that it took him to get rescued, and then end up being okay after. We are incredible creatures, and we are incredible, great things. And it's a good reminder that given whatever circumstance, we do have a lot of hardness, and we can really get through. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We've got some announcements for you in the office. We hope you tune in for those. Other than that, have a fantastic evening. We'll catch you guys next time. Namaste.